Guys, it's been too long since we heard that music. Anyways, guys, welcome back to... I always forget the name of this game. It's like Epic Battle Simulator. Today we're gonna have some battles. It's gonna be... I don't know. The reason why I didn't play this game as much as I used to on the channel is because I was starting to run out of ideas for battles. Like... that is the main objective for this. But I'm thinking, how can we make a phalanx? I don't like just hearing this clicking sound. I want to listen to some music, but I'm going to create a horrible army, aka this. And I'm only allowed to use the 4 most bottom units to defeat this phalanx of an army. So, you can tell that the warrior is probably going to be my main dude to go with. But every single time when I will win, I must take off a unit from my army. So, 3, 2, 1... I'm not even going with 100 dudes here, because I think I'm going to win. Now, cool battle shots. What happened to the music? It's like gone. I want to say we're losing. I want to say that. 'Cause that's what it really just looks like to me. Yeah, we're losing. Big swords. My warriors were... okay, let's see. How many losses? Not that many. Really, the majority are shieldmen, not, the spears. So, I'm going to up my units. I'm not going to get the spears. I'm going to choose one unit that all you guys know that I love.
Welcome to the...
Nope. Okay. I'm allowed to choose one unit. So, going with the good old gladiator. If you ask me, the gladiator is probably one of the... it's a jack of all trades. For melee, not for range. That's the musket. See the first clash. Man, it's so boring. I believe this is HD, not SD, so you guys won't be looking at pixels. Anyways, look, we're destroying them on that front. I told you the gladiators will help. The majority of units that they have... did we lose a single gladiator yet? No. Not a single... okay, we lost like one. But... they're fighting hard. I can tell you that, but... jeez, them gladiators, man. They're absolute beasts. Okay. Now, this army gets an upgrade. It's just raw range. That's all it is. So, we're going to give them Sagittarius. And unlike us, they actually have a strategic formation. So... okay, so, now let the battle begin. I wanted my army to win because, obviously, we have gladiators, one of the best units in this game. I figured, why not, we just go back to the glory days of the channel. Battle simulators. Those must have been, like, the videos that I pumped out the most. Oh my word, they absolutely wrecked us. I did give them like the second best range, no, the best range unit in the game. I'm not including any of the epic units because I only had access to one. That was like the warrior. He was a hero unit. His price is ridiculous. It gives you no right to steal his watermelon, you dirtbag. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. We're gonna have 14 muskets. How many Sagittarius do they have? 24. Hope that's enough. So, let's go. We still have as many gladiators as we did last time. Black powdered weapons will be able to destroy them. Look, the melee. There's barely any on the battle. Oh, they're winning. Jeez, that phalanx. For the finale of the video, we should do 100 gladiators versus the some humongous phalanx. Because if you ask me, the 100 gladiators is probably one of the greatest armies in this game. Look at this. The spear all by itself is a crappy unit, but with support, it can be an absolute beast. All it took was a couple of crossbow bolts, and that was enough to put them down. We basically have like the equivalent of riot shields, the Viking. Viking is not the best unit, but it ain't the worst unit either. The next unit that I'm going to add on to these armies, it doesn't matter which one wins. Their front line, I'm going to change this, like the second line, I'm going to change that to katanas for this army. And I'm going to change this back row for this army to samurai. Which is the same thing. They have a crazy effect. They have a crazy attack speed, so that is why they're going to be the next unit to go in this battle. They're winning yet again. I don't think the Vikings did much. They stood around for a little bit and then they died. Look how big that phalanx is. The shields ain't doing none either. Like, they are catching some arrows. Do you hear how fast those things are going? All I see are spears and shields. Yeah. You try and fool me. Goodness gracious. I was actually thinking I would win that. Well, I guess I have to go with nuclear option. I don't care. I might replace like a lot of it. The front line, because the Vikings, they sucked. They sucked pretty bad. The katana, though, okay, the samurai, they go in and they go berserk. They hit like so fast. So they're going to be able to deal out a lot more damage than most of these other units could, so. Let's look down here with the gladiators. I don't want to. Oh, they won. They're breaking through. Oh, okay, if we end up losing this, I know what my strategy should be. Because we're going to lose. It does not matter. Like, once their phalanx gets within our ranks, we're destroyed. Wait, we're destroying their phalanx? There's not a lot of shields left. It's just spears. Okay, then they're all dead. We have a good... Okay, they're about to kill us all. But... Fun fact, Sagittarius and the musket, they actually have very, very similar attack rate. Dang it, we killed like half of them. We're getting absolutely destroyed. Okay. What's another unit? Oh, I know this one. We already cost like 1,200 more than them, so. See, we're getting within the ranks. This is why I decided to choose cavalry, because they have good... Oh, they were doing good, but now they're all dead. Except for like 3. Look how many warriors we have! They're charging in! Okay, we killed 1 Sagittarius. And all of those warriors just got knocked out. We have all of our ranged units this time, and they're not busy fighting off an entire phalanx. Remember what I said, their next unit is going to be the samurai, so... Okay. Ain't working. Okay, I'm gonna close out of the game. Go back in. Why isn't the music working? It's for the final battle. Okay, Rapid Studios. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna rebuild my army. So we're gonna have an entire back line of those. Those. And you. Like, we're actually gonna have a strategic army this time. I think one of the main reasons why we lost so many of those fights was because, like, how unstrategic this army was. It was really an entire amalgamation of different units. It's like they were like the amalgamates from, like, Undertale or something. Actually, no, I think, well, they were nothing like that. It's just that I just put, like, a whole ton of different units in, like, one tiny little army. Okay, now it's time for the great almighty Greek phalanx. Now it's time for my army, which is actually strategic. There we go, numbers. I'm gonna give them 2 rows of katanas. Wait, I'm forgetting the cavalry. We only have 6 units of cavalry. Because they're really not that good. Now remember, we're going to have a normal phalanx with the Sagittarius. Versus the 100 gladiators. And that will be the finale. And it's going to be taking place on the level map. Now let the final battle commence. Okay, my cavalry units go within the phalanx's ranks. They're going to mess them up. As my entire melee force is dealing with the phalanx and shields, the Sagittarius fire their arrows into the fray, killing some of my units. My units, which mostly shoot lead projectiles and arrows, are going into the fray, killing the spears, and therefore they only have a small segment of all of these clubs. No melee units remain on the battlefield. Now it's down to the raw range and their strength. As the Sagittarius are losing their troops, all the Pistoliers are slain. Some of the muskets, and as the last crossbowman falls, welcome to evolution. I rise victorious. What? Shoot. What just happened? Anyway. Now, it's time for the main event, which I and you've all been waiting for. 100 gladiators versus the Phalanx. I always wanted to know. Actually, I never thought I'd want to know the winner between these two armies until today. And actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the first time I ever made a Phalanx. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna be 100 gladiators versus entire freaking Phalanx. They cost 3,000 more. Same amount of units. Let's see who wins. I'm cheering for the 100 gladiators because there is no freaking way that they can lose. Oh my word, they're absolutely mincing them. Actually, how about we do the army that they were using? The two katana rows and all that. How about we use that army next to see if they can beat it? I can obviously design an army to absolutely wreck them, but hey, that ain't the fun. Look at that. So many blue men stand above their enemies' corpses. Okay. It's 24 Sagittarius. 24, yes. The bottom two and the last two rows are all samurai. They only cost 480 more. That's not a lot more, but this time they have range, unlike but this thing's kryptonite is range. Like, I can line up 30 musketeers and they can take on the first 3 rows with no problem, and then like the 4th row they would start having problems. Look at the melee. They're fighting ferociously. The gladiators obviously have losses due to that range fire. The Sagittarius is just insane. So, oh, we just saw one fall in front of us. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, this is actually going to come down. Whenever it's range v melee, the range normally wins this. But if the melee makes it... Oh, this might be the end. They're going to win. They're going to win. There ain't no way that the gladiators can kill that person and go all the way over there without getting killed. And they're going to fall! And the winner goes to the modified Phalanx. That was loud. I hope that ain't copyrighted music. Guys, hope that you enjoyed today's episode of... What was the name of this game? Epic Battle Simulator. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you next time. Sayonara.